Hey guys, today I'm here to talk about my window delivery. However, first I want to mention that our Against All Odds merch is still available, and if you want it by Christmas, you have to order by December 10th. So I just wanted to mention that here, and all of our Disabilities Do Not Define Us merch is also on sale and available until Christmas on sale, and if you want it by Christmas, to go get it before December 10th. So I'll have all the links down below for you to go check out if you want to get some of our new merch. Today I wanted to talk about our window delivery because in my last video you may have seen me talk about getting our windows. I had mentioned that we were supposed to get our windows the next day. However, the next day we only got 2 side lights that we had ordered for our front door. Some way along the line we thought we were getting our whole window order, because when they called for the delivery they said windows and doors to be delivered, so we just automatically assumed all of them. So it was still, I think, a couple weeks after that we got our window delivery. So the truck showed up and we the guys started unloading windows. Our windows are here! And within the first few seconds of looking at the first window, I knew it was damaged, and the workmanship on it was very poor quality. If you see anything that looks damaged,
well, that's what I was worried about, because
I mean, they'll let you go through them and...
like, I don't know.
like they were just all jammed together.
Wow, that looks like crap.
Yeah, they do, don't they? Look at this. That looks scratched.
You know, they're gonna say quality, that's your quality, but if you go in and look at their gel-wood windows,
Yeah.
right? If you go in and look at their windows, then you'll know whether they touched them up or they all touched them up or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. So we started unloading a couple more, thinking, okay, maybe it was just a mistake with the one window. Come to find out, every single window on the truck, and I'm talking 24 windows, was damaged and had poor workmanship quality. So we were very disappointed, to say the least. I immediately, before we continued taking all of them off the truck, I had called my Home Depot guy that I always deal with, and he said, accept them all and then we will basically deal with it when the time comes, and we'll deal with it when they're unloaded. So anyways, we unload all of the windows, like I said, like 24 windows. I think it was like 22 plus our front door, which was from a different company. Now let me mention that door was not damaged at all and was in perfect condition. So let's talk about what was wrong with the windows. Actually there was one window that we sent back right away. We didn't even bother accepting it because we didn't think it could be fixed on site. So it had a damage in the vinyl brick mold, like I had talked about in my window video. I'll have that linked up here if you haven't watched it, but go watch that one if you want to see what our windows are. So that one was a 42 by 42 kid's bedroom window, and it had the dent in the vinyl brick mold, so we didn't even want to accept it. We sent it back with the truck at that point. There's a dent in that one.
I guess that's why,
This here, and that. Where's the dent?
Right there.
Right here.
The big dent right there.
Yep.
So the next day was when I actually sat down, and because my Home Depot guy said, okay, make a compiled list of what's wrong with each window and take pictures and yada yada yada. So I did that. I started from one room and worked my way around the entire house. The main quality issues was that the vinyl brick mold corners did not meet up nicely in a way that they were finishable, if that makes sense. Basically, the machine didn't make a clean edge, So then they went and touched up with the same color caulking, but whoever did it, it looked like it was their first day on the job. So it was very, very poor quality. The second main thing wrong with it was that there was scratches all over the brick mold. The brick mold is a painted finish brick mold, and we didn't understand that when we bought them. We thought that the vinyl color was the color that we were choosing and not painted. So any little scrape on the window vinyl, it would basically come off. So the reason for that is because the windows were not packaged properly. They did not come in any cellophane, they did not come in any cardboard. They were literally our windows strapped against a truck against each other. So any movement in the truck, they were just scraping against each other, against the straps, and yeah. So the biggest problem that we had that wasn't fixable. So the vinyl could technically be touched up and fixed and sanded, no problem. You know, it's basically we need some paint and caulking. Whoop-de-doo. The biggest problem though that we had that we could not fix was that there was 3 windows with either scratches in the glass, or inside the panel of the glass there was like these like squiggly marks, and it looked like someone took like a Dremel or something and like completely scratched the glass. So that one we couldn't even do anything about because it was inside. I didn't know if it just needed to be wiped and it would come off or what. So those 3 are the like major things. The other quality issue that we had was the caulking that they use. They just did a poor job on it. I mean, it was dripping out everywhere. It was just a mess. So again, poor workmanship. One other thing about the damage from either the truck or the company was that the pine window boxes that you see from the inside of the house, some of them were broken and chipped and whatever, which again we could technically fix, but why should we have to? Now there was one other problem that we had, and we have the big 3 curved windows in the living room. The 2 smaller windows were actually the wrong size. I don't know why the guy didn't tell me this, but we found out later that we drew these windows ourselves. We dimensioned them, we drew the radius that you use to create the window, and he told us once our windows were already here that he could only choose in increments of 10 what radius to use. So why that wasn't brought up when we were ordering them, I have no idea. But anyways, he apologized for that and realizes, yeah, that should have been mentioned, because when we got them, the sizing of each side of them were incorrect to the big window. So that's kind of what happened with our window order. When I sat down and went through each window, I made a list. I took, I think it was like 256 photos of the windows, stated exactly what was wrong with each of them and where it was placed and all of that. So I sent that off to my Home Depot guy, and he arranged for pickup for all of the windows. Oh, did I mention that neither of our sliding glass doors showed up? Yeah, that happened too. So they were not on the same truck, so we had no idea where those were. The other thing I should mention is that this was already 2 weeks overdue. We were supposed to get them on October 30th, and they didn't come until like, I don't even know, 2 weeks into November. So they came, picked up the windows, all 24 of them, and shipped them back to wherever they came from. So where we lie now is, we don't know. The windows went back and I have not been refunded anything. They are, I guess, either fixing windows or starting from scratch. I'm assuming that they will have to have someone be inspecting each of these windows before they are shipped to me again. Also, they should be packaged completely, which they were not before. And yeah, so I don't know whether I'm going to be getting a discount, because this has pushed us back at least, well, now We're going into a week in December. They should have already been in by Halloween, and now we're going to be installing them in the middle of Canadian winter, which could be potentially -30, tons of snow, ice, whatever. The other biggest concern is that our house is not dried in. It is not lockable or lockup stage like most of you have mentioned. We call it here lockup stage as well, but we just call it dried in stage. So yeah, we don't know what's going to be happening, whether they're going to be giving me a large discount but it sucks. It sucks big time. Knowing that we were like right on schedule with what we wanted, and now it pushes everything back. So we've started plumbing our ABS drains and vents. However, we cannot do HVAC, we cannot do electrical, because all of that, it needs to be dry. We can't have potential rain coming in. We can't have someone being able to come in and ruin the place. Like, it needs to be locked in. Like, I can't have someone install $15,000 worth of HVAC and not expect anyone to go in there and trash it or steal something or whatever. So it's created quite the obstacle, I want to say. Not that we haven't dealt with obstacles in the past, but it's just, this is out of our control. There's nothing we can do to stop what has happened. There's nothing we can do to make it go any faster. It is up to the company to basically fix the windows or send new ones, and then hopefully compensate for their screw up. Because, I mean, it's a ton of time that we've lost that we could have been working hard on certain things. So I just wanted to kind of do this tell all to let you know where we are with our windows, and like I mentioned in my Q&A video, that we were behind just a little bit, and that is why. I will definitely be updating you when I hear something about our windows, and hopefully it's soon. If we're installing in January, it's really gonna suck. Everything's icy and wet and cold, and these windows are heavy. So yeah, it's pretty upsetting, but I mean, stuff happens. I mean, obviously the shipping company could have used moving blankets or, you know, done their own packaging to keep them from not getting more damaged. But even then, the poor quality workmanship that has happened is obviously something within the company that needs to be changed. So that's it. I just wanted to update you on that. That's where we are at. We're still working on the house. There's things that we're doing. We're working on getting, because we have our front door and side lights and they came from a different company. We're working on that. As you guys know, we are making our side light panels and creating a front entrance door. So stay tuned for a video on that. And plumbing videos. Also, we did end up getting our 2 sliding glass doors. They came in really good condition, actually. They were wrapped, and they were from the same company, but they came from a different plant. So that kind of tells you that at this one plant that they're not really doing the best they should. So they came, there was a few damage parts on it, but I mean, we can fix it and we can handle it. So our 2 sliding glass doors are installed, and I do have a video coming up on that, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, so that's it. I hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that you get my videos as soon as they come out. Go get your merch, and yeah, I hope you're all doing well, and we will see you in the next video. Bye guys.